Hello, this is BlueStar, Defender of Equestria, and this is my next Bly reaction video. Episode 9 of Season 8. Yo! Oh, last week's episode wasn't my favorite, but I certainly relate to it. I thought it was okay, It was okay, so but it was just so nice. This time, all systems are go, so yes! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... Zoom! Ah! Ow. Hey! Oh! Oh, thank you. Oh. At least you tried.
Did I miss the Teacher of the Month announcement? You're just in time. But it's gonna be me. Yeah, right.
Uh-oh, here we go again.
Nailed.
Okay.
And the Friendship School Teacher of the Month is... Fluttershy.
What?
Again?
Oh my.
Me?
I don't know
Again?
how I keep winning.
Oh.
Yeah, me neither.
Me neither.
The award is based on the students' vote. They must really like you.
Oh, good. I think we should take that one again.
Congratulations, Fluttershy.
Yeah.
Next item of business.
Okay.
I've been looking into a new activity for our friendship classes.
Okay.
Spike?
Oh my gosh. Book's a little big, don't you think? Oh.
Section 147, paragraph 2 states that teamwork is a key part of friendship. And
Definitely.
Section 229, paragraph 9 says outdoor activity reinforces learning. Add that
Okay.
together, and what do you get?
Field trip?
Oh, okay, let me see. 147, 229, carry this 2.
Oh.
387?
Oh.
A teamwork field trip. Leading it is a Teacher of the Month type job. So I thought I'd ask...
I'm your pony, Twilight. Sweet Apple Acres has taught me a thing or two about working together.
Yeah, but being a Wonderbolt's the definition of teamwork.
True.
I'm sure you're not saying fancy flying makes you a better choice than me.
Maybe.
I wouldn't say better, just a little more qualified. No offense.
Okay.
You can lead the field trip together.
Oh, what? No!
Of course. Who better to model the importance of working as a team? Rarity, Fluttershy, me, Spike, this flower pot.
What?
So you are teamwork experts. If the students see the two of you teaching together, they'll learn even more.
Okay.
I know you've been competitive in the past, but I'm sure
No
you'd
kidding.
never let that get in the way of friendship education.
Sure.
Of course.
Totally!
Oh dear. Yeah, oh dear. This won't end well. When has it ever?
I used to wonder what friendship could be. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Do you know you are my very best friends?
Oh. Ooh, it's like a teamwork episode with Applejack and... Darn it, I wish I could talk. It's like a teamwork episode with Applejack and Rainbow Dash. Ooh. When have they not? I was thinking, since when have they not been able to work well together? I mean, yeah, they're competitive, but that doesn't mean that they can't do teamwork. They've done teamwork together in some ways all the time. I can't think of a direct example off the top of my head, but you know, the main six would not have gotten this far if they couldn't do teamwork, and that would mean working with every pony. So yeah, so I'm sure obviously they've got a little bit of a competitive edge, and that's putting it delicately. But obviously it's gonna end in utter disaster, because it'd be pretty boring if it didn't. But yeah, but it'll work out in the end. But it is kind of nice to see the school back and have the have the students be involved, I guess. Well, I mean, they're gonna go on a a field trip, teamwork, team building, yes. So the students are gonna almost have to come along and all that stuff. But it's like, if watching the show has taught me anything, it's like nothing is ever certain. But still, this one will probably be okay. I mean, it feels like another one of these where it doesn't feel like there's too much else to say. It's only been like the first 30 seconds or so, but we're gonna find out. But but it is kind of, I do actually kind of want to see more episodes involving the school, the students, and stuff. Again, it's a double-edged sword with that. On the one hand, if they go completely to the school side, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, they're abandoning the rest of the show, they're just going to do the school. But if they don't do it, they're going to say, oh no, this means nothing. So it's sort of like there's no winning no matter what they do, I guess. But we shall see, we shall see. So yes, we're back, yay, and video capture program is running. Yes, it is.
I've never been on a field trip before. Yeah, what's the point of this exactly?
Getting out of the classroom.
Non-compete clause.
Yeah, best at field tripping.
No, that's not what that meant.
That's what we're doing? So fun! Huh?
Oh dear, ow. That looks dangerous.
Pretty sure the head mayor has something else in mind.
Yeah, she
All
does.
right, class. Today you'll learn how important working together is for building a strong friendship.
Yes!
Hey, y'all! Ready to get out there and do some learning the Apple family way?
Uh-oh.
This is basically gonna be the best field trip in the history of
Hey,
ever!
out of the way!
Me in charge, that is. Whoa.
Ugh.
With us in charge,
Yeah, remember?
meaning mostly me.
Yeah, good one.
Uh-oh.
And what teamwork activity do you two have
The
planned for
students are
today?
worried.
Shed
Canoe
building.
racing!
What?
No way! We get to do both? I bet that's exactly what your teachers had in mind.
Right.
Why don't
Okay.
you start with shed building first?
Okay.
Don't mind if I do.
Okay.
Every creature, follow the leader.
I'll check in later to see how it's going. Remember to work together!
Yes. I've just thought, at the same time, you can't have two captains.
Now
It causes
take
trouble.
a good deep breath. What do you smell?
Yak?
Hey, what? Oh.
Nope. Try again.
Apples?
And
what?
Anyone? No?
And what? Go
The
ahead.
promise of
Hard work?
teamwork. That
Okay.
there's an apple shed.
Yay.
And this here is what we're gonna use to build it. Nothing
Okay.
brings friends together like a little hard work and honest sweat.
Oh. It's gonna be so much fun.
Sweat? Seriously? That's supposed to be part of friendship?
What?
Not every pony would know that, Rainbow Dash.
Uh-oh.
Just
Here we
teacher of
go.
the month kind of ponies.
Whatever. Let's just get this done so we can move on to my activity.
This is not helping the students. They're like, Okay. Yeah.
That's it. Measure twice and cut once.
Yes.
Waste makes waste. Slow
Definite.
and steady.
Oh no.
This is on the slow.
Hey. Look out. Ah! Well, that looked dangerous.
Rainbow
You-
Dash, you can't build an apple shed like that.
Oh yeah, I just did.
And
Whoa! No way!
come on, zoom out.
Whoa.
It has only
Impressive.
3 walls.
If you can call an apple shed impressive.
Just 'cause it's fast don't mean it's good.
Sorry, can't hear you. Too busy practicing my teacher of the month pose. Yeah.
This is getting tiresome already.
Don't count your pictures before they're snapped, Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, good advice.
Come on! These students are totally gonna vote for a teacher who gets things done!
No, they're gonna vote for a
Uh-oh.
teacher who gets things done right.
Yeah, this isn't awkward at all.
Yeah. Excellent reaction. It's like, oh dear. It's like,
Steady, steady. Take her nice and slow.
generally a good advice.
A little to the left.
It's like just a little bit more.
A hair to the right. through?
I wouldn't stand there if I were you, Applejack. Nope, no rainbow. Oh dear. Over the symbolism.
I'll give you one guess whose side is still standing.
Yeah. Oh. Oh well. Oh well. Oh.
Professors? I'm a little confused about teamwork now.
Yeah.
That's
I would be
because
too.
you need a different teacher. Follow
No.
me. Last one to the stream is a rotten apple shed.
Okay. Yeah, you ruined my
Who's
shit.
ready to smash the all-time Equestria speed record for river canoeing?
Okay.
Is that even a thing?
First I've heard of it.
We need to get to the finish line before this alarm goes off. That means you gotta move fast.
Okay. Alright. At least it should be fun. If maybe not.
Any
If maybe not
questions?
dangerous.
You wanna have questions?
No time for
Yes.
get in the boat.
Oh, that was interesting. It's oh, finally somebody has
Really
questions.
think winning some canoeing record is gonna get you that Teacher of the Month trophy?
I'm pretty sure every creature's gonna like it a lot better than pounding nails and cutting wood.
Ow.
Yuck, not like water.
Oh.
Sometimes, when I'm scared to try something new, I whistle.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh dear.
We got you, Yona.
Oh good. Ow. Ouch.
Way I see
Sorry.
it, Twilight's gonna give that teaching trophy to a teacher,
Uh-oh.
not a racer.
We'll see about that.
Stroke! 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 Harder! Put your back into it, newbies!
Hey, hey, they're not.
Stroke! Stroke!
That's actually not
Focus on
terrible
the paddle
advice,
technique,
actually.
y'all. Woohoo! We're really going now!
Yay! Oh my gosh.
So, when do we get to the part when we move?
When every creature
What?
starts listening to me, the leader
Oh.
of my activity, Applejack. Now,
Wait.
stroke!
Wait, they're going the wrong way. Oh, I'm confused. Oh man, that's
We
awful.
can still beat that record.
I don't think the kids are having fun.
Go! Which way do we go? Left! Right!
Aye, aye, captains. Wait, what?
Oh, wait, what? Yeah, that's why you can't have two captains. There's piranhas.
We'll be heading straight into the Barracuda fish.
Oh.
Who cares about a few fish?
Professors?
You'll care
Professors.
plenty when they bite you.
Guys?
We'll just go
We're heading right for the rock. Oh dear. Bummer. Oh no, we lost the kids and the students and everybody. They're. Oh well, at least they were wearing life jackets. They'll be okay. Oh no. Oh yes. It's interesting. Yes, I must have been. Yeah. I mean, I must have been. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, teamwork. Yeah, that's great. But it is true that when you can't have two captains for exactly this reason. That if when it comes to the leadership, you can really only have one because otherwise, yeah, it's like go left, right. Guys, help! What should I do? Boom! Hit the rock in the middle. So yeah. But yeah, it's like it was like, oh, this is one of those like, oh, there's so much to think about. It's like, yeah, like the events that each of the main six have picked were totally within their character. Applejack, slow and steady, Rainbow Dash, quick and fast, and like we gotta beat the record and stuff, and I think that it's actually interesting, but I feel bad for the poor kids, because it's like, yeah, I mean, because they're definitely gonna be very confused by this, because it's difficult. So parts of me are thinking it's like it's difficult to do teamwork when you're the leader, because I mean you have to learn to work with your team, but to decide who's in charge, you have to basically say one person's in charge, and that's And yeah, the person's like the vice, like the vice president or something. I must admit, I sort of do teamwork, but not really. So yeah, so it's like, yeah, this episode is not helping. It's like, if you don't know about teamwork, this episode so far is not helping you. It's like, this is how not to do teamwork. I mean, some of these, I mean, yeah, these lessons, I mean, the things that the main things having to do, are kind of a bummer, but yeah, I mean, not all, obviously, teamwork exercises are not necessarily fun. It's like, well, Applejack is basically having to build a shed. Fun. And, Rainbow Dash is having them row upriver. Ouch. And it's like, I think in some ways, yeah, it's like, both have, you know, yeah, Rainbow Dash is like treating them kind of like, hey, Private, drop and give me 20, do it now, do it now, rookie, kind of a thing. She's got into sort of almost like Wonderbolt, sort of like Spitfire mode a little bit, so, which is not very nice. It's like, it's fine for recruits, but not so fine for students and stuff. And, yeah. I don't know, I mean, as always, it's like, all sides are guilty, but it's like, oh, poor ponies and creatures and everybody, because it's gone horribly. But we'll see what happens next, because it'll probably work out, and I'm kind of running out of things to say, because in some ways there's a lot of things to talk about, but I can't breathe, I'm processing them right now. But fortunately, that's not such a big deal, because we're back, yay. I hope every creature made it. I think my headphones are malfunctioning. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, poor girl. Oh no, she's stuck. Ooh. That's... Uh-oh. She's in trouble.
Hope you're happy.
Obviously not, because there goes our new speed record.
One of your students is drowning. Go save her. Oh. Whoa.
That's okay. Your friends can change into creatures that do.
Well, that was fortunate.
How's
Yay!
it going?
Now that was teamwork.
Going.
Horribly.
About as good as the Apple Shed building. I totally had things under control until Applejack messed them up.
I did not.
Did too.
Did not.
Yep, it's been like this all day.
I wouldn't say all day, just 99% of it.
Oh.
I can't believe this. You're not teaching teamwork. You're competing with each other.
Yes.
I thought you were past that. We are! Mostly.
Got carried away with wanting to be the teacher of the month is all.
The teacher of the month wouldn't care about being the teacher of the month.
True.
I know Fluttershy would be thrilled to see another pony win.
Yes.
That's it. I'm taking over this field trip.
Aww.
Hold up, Twilight. Don't count out Rainbow Dash for the award just yet. You should have seen her fire up those students to build a shed.
No way! You're the one the students listen to. Besides, you saved us from those pony-eating fish.
Oh, good. Please? Really?
Long story, but Applejack
wait.
should definitely be teacher of the month.
I think you've got more immediate
Maybe
problems.
you two have learned something after all.
Does that
Really?
mean you'll give us another chance at the teacher of the...
Field
No.
trip. Well, come on, Twilight. We get it. No more arguing. Right, Applejack?
Right as rain and twice as fresh.
Okay.
Fine.
All
But
right.
I'm picking the next activity you two lead. A
Okay.
nature walk. No pony could possibly argue over that. Right?
Oh.
Right!
Wanna bet?
See, we're agreeing already.
Uh-oh. He's like, is she gone? Let's start fighting now!
Well, look at that. The path splits up ahead. Left or right?
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Where to, Rainbow Dash?
I was thinking right, unless you want to go left, because what makes you happy makes me happy.
Oh, heck. Forget about me. You want to go right? We'll go right.
But teamwork means listening to other ponies, so it's up to you.
Well, aren't you as sweet as sugar
Poor
apple pie?
kids.
But
It's
Uh-oh,
up
she's
to
gonna lose
you.
it.
Follow me. Yak no best way.
Any way but here.
Where y'all going?
That way. Prepare for ramming speed. Ugh. Ouch. See, they're learning already. What? Huh? Oh. Well, that wasn't a good idea. Every creature is just having a great time. Oh, we passed that rock already.
I think we've gone in the same circle 5 times.
Bummer.
Only because some ponies won't make up their minds about which way to go.
Do you want to keep going in a circle, Applejack?
No?
Up to you, Rainbow Dash.
No.
I insist.
No, I insist.
I kind of liked it better when they were fighting.
I insisted first.
Sort of. Okay, now they're fighting.
Are we still on a field trip? Because this just feels like being lost.
Yeah. Where you going? Oh, look.
We can still get back to school before dark if we cross that ravine and stop doubling back. We knew that.
Sure
All
you did.
part of our plan. Right, Applejack?
You're not fooling
Yep.
anybody.
All we have to do is
Get
build
across?
a bridge, cross that giant canyon, and we're home free.
Is that all?
That is if you think a bridge is a good idea.
Only if you want to build a bridge.
Stop! Listen, we can just fly everyone over and be done.
Nope. There's still plenty of time to teach y'all a lesson in teamwork,
Cooperation.
togetherness.
Yeah.
Right.
Only as right as you are.
No, this is time. Listen to your
We'll
students.
build a bridge. What do we use?
Branches.
Vines.
What?
Branches.
I'm going with your idea. Vines. No buts about it.
I'm building with your idea. Branches. End of story.
I don't think this is gonna work. I think they should have listened to the students in this case. Yeah, you have a whole thing of class of students over there. Why don't you help them? Have them help you. Oh dear, yeah, that does not look safe at all.
Why use a branch when you can use a vine?
Because it's gonna break! Uh-oh. Oh dear. Rainbow, I think you should go save her. Oh, good. Oh. Uh-oh.
Why didn't I think of branches to begin with? They're so
Oh dear.
easy to work with.
Oh.
Now, these here vines are just the thing, Rainbow Dash.
Alright, this is definitely tiresome.
Not to disagree, but these here branches are the way.
Oh. Oh dear. Oh, things are bad. It's like...
But at least now they're agreeing on something.
Applejack and Rainbow Dash are gonna die, and my brain is malfunctioning, and yeah, I'm definitely tired of this episode. How about you? It's like, yeah, they went from fighting to overly agreeing. It's just like, it sort of reminds me of an episode of Fraggle Rock where it's like two Fraggles that completely are different. It's like, you know, move into each other. It's like, you'll be terrible roommates. You won't agree on anything. So they try to prove them wrong and agree on everything, and then they drive themselves crazy. And that's exactly, but in this case, they're driving everybody crazy, and they're gonna die. You know, it's like, this is the opposite of teamwork. I mean, oh dear, because yeah, it's like, yeah, you have a whole class of students, you know, there that could help you build this bridge, and you know, they're just sitting there idle. You know, that's not teamwork either. It's like, yeah, doing things yourself is not teamwork. But yeah, it's like, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's like, yeah. I was also thinking at the time, like, when they were in trial, was confronted them. It's like, no, I would not let them continue with the. I would have not let them, you know, this is a second chance in this case because they're clearly not working together and they're not doing teamwork and they're not helping anybody. So, well, it just goes to show that they're not perfect and that, yeah, they've learned so many lessons, but they still got other lessons. They've still got a lot to learn. As we all do. In fact, I forget the expression, but yeah, I think it's something like, you know, we never stop learning. Or actually, there's actually one from Star Wars. It's like, a Jedi's education truly begins when he becomes a master. And stuff, so... But, anyway, it's like, I feel bad for the poor kids and stuff. Because, yeah, there's like, are these teachers supposed to be teaching us? It seems like they could use some lessons themselves. And in some ways, it's sort of a sub-lesson that sometimes, yeah, you gotta listen to your students. It's like, oh, that was a good idea. You know what? Forget the bridge. We'll just... you know, fly people across, okay, and we'll be done. I know that feeling all too well. It's like, yeah, we could do that, but that'll take time. We could just do this, and it'll be done. And it would still be kind of teamwork and everything, so everything will be okay. Anyway, are we back yet? Oh, yeah, now we're back. Oh, dear. Some creature, please save them. I'm stuck.
I can't get out!
Let me try.
Darn it, I'm stuck. Uh-oh. Oh, dear.
Let me guess. Vitacudas?
Yeah.
And they look mighty hungry.
We gotta get our professors out of there. Any creature have a plan?
Leave him hanging?
What? No!
I'm kidding. Kinda.
Kinda?
We need to work fast and together,
Yo!
but mainly fast.
Yeah, I agree with that. Oh my gosh.
I hate to admit it, but this whole mess is kind of our fault.
Yeah, it could
no
be.
trophy is worth getting eaten over.
Yeah, I would think
What
so.
do you say? You want to team up and get ourselves out of this here pickle barrel?
I would
I
think
thought
so.
you'd never ask.
Huh? Oh my gosh!
Don't worry, I'm just the distraction.
Oh.
Jealous?
You nearly scared the cutie marks off us.
Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh, a monster! Run away! Oh my gosh! Oh no! Oh. Huh?
Need a lift?
Yes, they do. Nice save!
Yeah, smash!
Yeah.
Welcome back, professors.
Yay!
What
Thanks
a
for saving us.
And y'all did it together.
Oh yes.
No big.
No
Those
big.
fish weren't even a thing.
My gosh.
Oops, sorry.
It's like, stop doing that.
Best field trip ever!
Yay. Glad somebody enjoyed it. Oh, okay. We're back and we didn't get eaten. Yes.
How was the field trip? What did you all learn?
Awful.
Yeah, learn Pony Smart! Yeah!
Oh, good.
Professors Applejack and Rainbow Dash were such good teachers!
Really?
It was kind of crazy genius. They showed us what not to do so we'd figure out what we should do.
Oh, that's actually a good point.
Really?
Really?
It took us a while to get it.
Especially at the ravine. It would have been so much easier to just fly home. But instead, our professors built bridges the wrong way just to show us how important teamwork is.
Yeah, it was our plan
That was
all
super
along.
dangerous. Talk about commitment.
I know it's too early to pick the teacher of the month, but we'd like you to consider Rainbow Dash and Applejack.
Thank you for telling me.
Oh,
I'm
good.
so glad to hear your field trip was a success. I'll make sure to schedule another one right away.
Oh, good. Yay! Ugh.
You were actually just competing the entire time, weren't you?
Yes.
To tell you the truth,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
Well, not all the time.
I'd be with you for the whole nature walk.
Come on, Rainbow.
Only because you were angling for that Teacher of the Month award.
Why do I? Yeah, why do I bother? Yes, Twilight, just walk away. Yes, cuts commercial. Don't need credits, whatever. And as always, thank you to you hardworking people for working so hard on the show. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh. Oh dear, dear. So that was... I forget the name of this episode. What can I say? I have a short-term memory! I like it, I dislike this episode because it was sort of clever and how it kind of got itself resolved in the end, and it does actually teach teamwork. Because yeah, it shows you how to not do teamwork. I do find that it is true that sometimes you can learn something from being shown how not to do this, like the wrong way. Because then you'll learn why that is the wrong way and just say, oh, no, do this. As someone who's getting into like prop smithing, foam smithing and stuff, sometimes you have to learn the lesson yourself as to why do you have to do it that way? Because when you do it the wrong way, you'll learn why. It's like, oh, now it makes sense to me. Yeah, some lessons you gotta learn yourself. You can't just simply be told them. Obviously, we all know, including Twilight, knew that this was not a plan, that they're just fighting and competing, which is honestly a little disappointing. Especially at the middle point where it's like, don't you care that Twilight's basically about to, you know, take this assignment away from you and do it herself? Aren't you more concerned about that rather than who's going to get Teacher of the Month? It's like, at this point, it's like, I think Teacher of the Month isn't too much in your future. When the headmaster basically says, I have to take over, that's not a good sign. In some ways, it's interesting that Rainbow Dash and Applejack did not learn a lesson. Or they sort of did, but as we can see that they're continuing to compete and stuff, but it's not likely that's going to change. And it's not that competing is necessarily bad, it's just that when it goes too far like this, when it literally is overriding all your judgment and taking over all your time and stuff, it's like, I think they were fighting movies over, and nobody was noticing that one of your students is drowning, you should go save her. Now I've had a chance to think about this a little bit, I've realized that this is really bad, because when they capsize, the first thing that really should have been out of the main six's mouths is everyone okay? And it wasn't. They're in an emergency situation. Their focus should be on the safety and the well-being of their students. And it's not. It's on this stupid competitiveness and this record. When it comes to the safety and well-being of students, there's very little room for maneuvering. You could say this could be grounds for them to be fired, which in the real world is probably what would have happened. But if we want to go down that road, well, there'd be a lot of ponies in jail that are not in jail. I think I will be discussing this more perhaps in a future afterthought review. But in the end, it really wasn't that big of a deal, but it kind of was, so But I'm glad that all the kids actually got to learn something. Didn't drown or get eaten. It was really nice to have a school episode. And I do like to see these characters more and more. To say that we've seen a lot of the main six over the last couple years is an understatement. So it is kind of nice to have a few other characters and in a way, yeah, have them in the direct teaching role, which I think is kind of nice. But this episode got tiresome really fast. It's like even the students are like, here we go again. It's like, I forgot the name of that dragon, but it's like, that dragon should be a reactor, because those were great reactions. I'm glad the students learned in the end and everything, and that they did do teamwork all on their own. Again, it was the problem of that, yeah, you really can't do teamwork when you're talking about leadership. Leadership is about this person's in charge, and this person is assisting that person, but ultimately that first person is in charge. You can't have two captains, you know, that causes trouble. No, because yeah, like, you give an order, go right, no, go left. Who do I listen to? And then nothing gets done, and you freeze, and you crash into rocks. Ultimately, that wasn't going to be resolved, because clearly Applejack and Rainbow Dash don't do teamwork very well, and in some ways they still need to learn how to do teamwork. In fact, they should go on a course like this and learn how to do teamwork together. I think the answer for them is as simple as they just need to you know, not compete and, you know, take turns being in charge when you're in like that. It's like, well, I think your idea might work, or your idea may not work, or, you know, or in some cases, we should listen to the students because they have a much better idea. I mean, yeah, sure, building a bridge out of, like, vines and sticks might be a great team building exercise, but first of all, it wasn't on the schedule, and it could have got horribly wrong, which it did. And you know what? In the time it would have taken to do all that, they could have just flown them across, and they would have just been on their way back home, which at that point was probably more important and stuff. So, so Applejack and Rainbow Dash were definitely not the greatest leaders or teachers or anything for that matter, but oh well, I guess it happens. They're I would say they're ponies, or they're human, whatever. They're not perfect. They make mistakes like everybody else, and obviously they let their competitive side get the better of them. Yeah, Twilight had the right attitude. Okay, I'm just gonna walk away. It's like, I know these two well enough to know that, you know what, I'm not gonna get in the middle of this, and nothing I say or do is gonna stop them from competing, so I'm just gonna walk away. So, which in some ways is kind of disappointing, because it means that this issue is kind of still unresolved, but I guess it's one of those things if it won't be resolved, I guess, but I don't know. My reactor sensors are telling me that I'm grasping at straws and need to stop now, so I'm gonna stop. So, so overall, this episode was okay-ish. It was kind of tiresome, but it was okay, but it's not one of my favorites, but but I guess it sort of accomplished what it was trying to do, even though the teachers at hand were really bad teachers of teamwork. But so so I guess in the end it was okay. So at least the students learned something, so which I guess at the end of the day is always important in this case. So so I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing, and until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.